Hi students, today we are going to start the class with a wonderful quote. To be successful, you have to use each day as an opportunity to improve, to be better, to get a little bit closer to your goals. So let's start the day 4 class. I did not know anything for certain. What sex was the snake? Was it male or female? I will never know, for the snake unwound itself from my arm and slowly slithered into my lap. From there it crept onto the table and moved towards the mirror. Perhaps it wanted to enjoy its reflection at closer quarters. See, the doctor says that I did not know anything for certain. For some time I did not know what the snake was doing. What sex was the snake? Is it a male or a female? I will never know. For the snake unwound itself from my arm and slowly slithered into my lap. Now slowly the snake started moving towards the lap. And from there it crept onto the table, started creeping. Where? Onto the table and towards the mirror. It wanted to enjoy its reflection at closer quarters. So very near to the mirror, it wanted to go from a short distance away to look how it is. I was no mere image cut in granite. I was suddenly a man of flesh and blood. Still holding my breath, I got up from the chair. I quietly went out through the door into the veranda. From there, I leaped into the yard and ran for all I was worth. So when the snake moved towards the mirror, immediately the man, he is not like a stone. With stone it is described, image cut in granite. Suddenly he became very active like a man of flesh and blood. Holding his breath to save himself, he got up from the chair, quietly started running through the door into the veranda. And he leaped means jump into the yard and ran for his valuable life. Phew! Each of us heaved a sigh of relief. All of us lit beedies. Somebody asked, Doctor, is your wife very fat? Now all of them are giving an expression. What is that expression? Oh, now the man was so safe. So coming to this, all to make themselves relax, they lit up the beedies and asked, Doctor, one more question. Is your wife very fat? No, the doctor said, God willed otherwise. My life companion is a thin, reedy person with a gift of a sprinter. No, my wife is not very fat. When we think of something, God gives in different way. So God willed in otherwise. My life companion, describing about the housewife, the life partner, she was a thin, reedy. Reedy is nothing but not pleasant. Sprinter, a fast runner. With the gift of a sprinter means God given me is a very fast runner. Someone else asked, Doctor, when you ran, did the snake follow you? And one person is asking, Doctor, when you started running, did anyone follow you? Or did the snake follow? The doctor replied, I ran and ran till I reached a friend's house. So I started running. I did not look at the back whether the snake is following me or not. Until I reached a friend's house, I did not stop running. Immediately, I smeared oil all over myself and took a bath. After going to the friend's house, I asked him to give oil, and I applied over myself and took a bath. Now I changed into fresh clothes. The next morning at about 8:30, I took my friend and one or two others to my room to move my things from there. The next morning, about 8:30, along with my friend and one or two others, I went to my room. What is the reason he went to his room? To pack all his things and come out of that room. But we found we had little to carry. After going there, he observed that there is only little to carry. What are they? Some thief had removed most of my things. Why? Why only the few things were there? One thief had entered into the room as no one was there inside. The doors were open. Whatever things the thief required, he had taken everything. The room had been cleaned out. But not really. The thief had left behind one thing as a final insult. So the room was totally clean, but not really. Really means entirely it is not clean. But the thief left one thing as an insult. Why? What was that? I asked. What was that as an insult? The doctor said, my vest, the dirty one. The fellow had such a sense of cleanliness. What is the insult the robber had left for him? The dirty vest was left remain. That is an insult. What we can understand by that? That fellow, the robber, had a sense of cleanliness. The rascal could have taken it and used it after washing it with soap and water. He might have taken that and he can wash it and use it. But did you see the snake the next day, doctor? But that man did not take it. He left it as an insult. Then did you see the snake the next day, doctor? The doctor laughed. I have never seen it since. It was a snake which was taken with its own beauty. Never I have seen that snake again. And this was only the snake which was taken with its own beauty. This is the end of our lesson. So Unit 1 Reading A lesson was completed. In the next class, we will be going with the glossary and the grammar part of the textbook. Okay, children? Thank you. Have a wonderful day.